Hello friends, are you ready for another tutorial? Let's make this. Cute little backpack. I saw one online and I decided to make my own pattern. You could actually use it for a doll. You could put a keychain on top and you can put things in here, hang it off your purse. You can put your chapstick or whatever you want in here. Okay, we have two hooks out here, but we're gonna ignore this little green one for now. What we're going to use is a 3mm hook, okay? And we're going to use yarn. Ha 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 ha. I don't know, I really like this color in the backpack, but I think it'll show up better in the pink. Okay, so what we're gonna make first is the bottom, this right here. And we chain 6, and we came back with 1 single crochet per stitch, so that means 5 stitches back and forth. Okay guys, let's make the backpack. First we're going to chain 6, and we're not going to make the chain very tight, just loose enough to where it's easy to work through. That's 2, that's 3, that's 4, and that's 5. Oops, splitting it. And that's 6. Alrighty. Now when we make our, usually I would just crochet into these little sections right here, these chains. But for this one, we are going to work, let me rework that last one, because look at that. I don't like when it splits like that. I see, oh, okay, and I just pull it. There we go. This is our 6th chain right here. All right. Like I said, we usually work into these little stitches right here. But we're going to flip our work just a little bit, and then you're going to see these little ridges here. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? So we go 1 into this first little bump. Let's see. We go 1 into this first bump, single crochet. Get your tension correct. 1, and then if we don't see the next bump, you just kind of squish it up like this and you'll see it show up. See that, how it showed up right there? 2, 3, 4, 5, and then in this last one, I just go through it normally. 5, and then I tighten up that tail. There we go. Now, after every row after this is just going to be a single crochet in each one, going back and forth from round 2 to 7. Okay, so we're going to have 7 rounds. So then after we're done with this, we chain 1, we turn our work, we single crochet into our stitch as normal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That completes round 2, and I chained 1, and we turn our work. Round 3, 1, 2. I say round 3, but it's actually row 3. Sorry. Let's begin from the beginning there. Row 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, chain 1, turn our work, row 4. 1, 2. I'm getting all tangled up here, so let's go back and redo this number 2 here. Am I on here properly? Maybe that's why. Wait a minute. Let's redo the whole round, the whole row. Row 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chain 1. And this is going to be round, not round, row 5. 1, 2, 3. I keep moving the camera. I'm sorry. 4. Oh, that's 3. That's 4. And that's 5. Let's see if that was true or not. Chain 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yay. And that is round 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to do, I keep saying round because I usually work in the round. 5. And now we're going to be working on row 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, chain 1, and now we're working on row 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and row 7. Five. I chained 1, but now what we're going to do is we're going to start working around the whole edge. Do you see how we made this little, we gave it a little edge there so we can work our main part of the bag. We don't add anything, so this is 1 stitch here, 1 single crochet, and for every round we're going to do a single crochet. Now we did 7 rows, so we need 7 single crochets in here. So we did that 1, 2, 3. It might be hard to see where to put it, but you can just find a spot and make sure you have 7. 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we're going to go in our stitches here. We don't need to do any increases around this corner. We want it to go up a little bit. So here's our, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is our first one right here. It's going to be kind of hard to get into because I think let's see, 1. So we know that we have 7 rows, 5 single crochets on this side, so always 5 on this side, 7, 5, okay? This is 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we completed that one here, right? Did I get, it's kind of a splitty yarn. Ooh, pull some more yarn out of here. Okay. Now on this side, 7 rows means 7 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think maybe I might have skipped something there. 4, I did. 5, 6, 7. Okay. Now we started here, so we still need another row here. So we're going to do our 5. We know we have 5 on this end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And this is our first one. We're going to single crochet into that. Okay. And we're going to make a chain because we're starting. Now we're going to start working in the round. Now I can start saying rounds. And this is what it looks like. Now we're going to do some crochet math. 7 and 5 and 7 and 5. How many stitches do we need? 7 and 7 is 14. 5 and 5 is 10. That's 24. So we need to have 24 stitches going around. And if you don't worry, you can make it up, and I'll show you that if I come across it, or I can let you know. And we're only going to do single crochets in the back loops only. You see this? These are the back loops. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to flip you down just a little bit. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. See how it's starting to curve up, under there? It was curving up, but I flip it. I forgot what my count was, but I'm sure we're going to have 24. Ha 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 ha. I'm not going to go back and count, okay? So this is just to show you, don't worry, don't worry. It's going to work out okay. And we will know, we can count our next row and see. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm just counting out of habit, so I don't know what our true count is. Okay, we end our round like we usually do, and then we chain 1. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I think I want to go back. 18, 17, and 16. I want to redo up to 16 because that was a loose one. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Oh, I have 25. How did I end up with 25? Or did I miscount? Okay, no big deal, people. No big deal. And then we're going to continue like this until we reach row round 18. Okay, so I'll catch up with you there. Okay, I'm back for a little bit because I found my friend that I've been telling you about that I always want to press whenever I reach the right count. So we are going to see if I'm going to reach the right count. I get to ring the bell. I'm going to start over again. So to go over this again, we made 7 rows of single crochets. We made a border around that of single crochets. And so that would be 8. And then we do number 9, row 9 in the back loops only, and it leaves a little stitch like this, and it makes it pop up a little bit better. I think it looks cute. And then we're going to do single crochets all the way up. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, whoops, let's try 11 again. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. If we meet 24, I get to ring the bell. Oh, look, there's some yarns. 16, 17, 18. Whoop! We're going to do 18 again. 18, 19, 20. Oh, golly. 20. Now, last time I had 25, so I probably still will have 25. So that's 20. But I don't want to have 25. I want to have 24. Or we can go with 25. No. 20, 21, 22, 23. Okay, this is where we fix it. Okay? We have 2 rows. We only need 1 more stitch. We're going to have to do a decrease here. This is how you fix it, guys, okay? So I somehow got off count and I have 25 instead of 24. Okay, so we're gonna do a decrease. And then we close it up. I know, we just made it hard for ourselves, but now we're gonna be right on track. Yay, now we're 24. Can I ring it? Because I did fix it. Yay, okay. Now I'm going to leave you until we get to round 18. All righty, see you there. And here we go. I'm going to be closing it up. And this is our last one. And my birds decide to chirp at this moment. And now we're going to close up. And we are going to cut our yarn, pull it through. And then with our needle here, we're going to work this tail in and cut it off. Might as well do it now. Let's not save it till later, because you know how we all hate to do this. I actually like weaving in. It's kind of hard for me to see this right now. Can you see? Can you see? I just weave into some of the stitches in the back. And then I weave it back up too. In different path. Yep. Okay. Where's Mr. Jellyman? There you go. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so there's our main bag. Now we're going to make the flap of the bag. And it is exactly what we did here at the bottom. So I'm gonna start work with you on that one too. Okay, I will meet you when I have all of this done, because the only thing that's different is the border around is different. Okay. All right, go work on that. Make that one again. Let's set him to the side. Okay, now we have the bottom here. I'm going to show you how to explain to you how to make the border that goes around. In the previous one, for the bottom of this here, we just made a single crochet in each stitch, no increases anywhere. But on this one, we want it to be squared off around the edges. So at this point right here, we're going to add 3 single crochets. And I believe this counts for the side here. So that would be 7 when we add our 3 there. So we need to make 7 stitches on here, and then 3, and then 5, 3, 7, 3, 5. So when I come around the corner, I will show you how to make this part right here when I get towards the end there. Okay, so here we go. We have our 7 rows of single crochets up and down on that first chain. And I've already gone and I've started with 3 single crochets in this corner, and then a single crochet for each stitch here and each here. Remember, we had 7 and 5. And now I'm going to continue on here, and you can see me finish this off. I'm going to do one corner for you and then show you how to finish it off. Whoa. Let's retry that, Angie. Come on. Okay. Keep on going. Single crochet. Single crochet. My birds are trying to give you instructions also. And now in this corner here, we're going to put 3. 1, 2, 3. And the reason we do that is to make it turn the corner. See how it turned the corner like that? And then we're going to continue. And this is 5, because 1 was here. That third chain was number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now we're going to end it. So we're going to choose, let's see, we're going to go into that first chain right here. And we are going to insert our hook. We're going to bring it through. It's a little tight, which I like for this project. And I chain 1. Okay, now let's attach it, okay? And we're going to attach it to this one right here. And we're going to just do, we're going to do front loops only, okay? Well, the 2 closer loops together. So we are going to go into this stitch right here. Back loop, the front loop of that, but it's the 2 closest stitches to each other. And we're going to slip stitch. Okay, and then we're going to continue doing that, and we're not closing it up, we're only working on this back side, okay? That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we might end up more than 7 because we added those, I think there might be 9. You can count for me, but because we added those 3 stitches, and 2 of those stitches will go towards this side. And 1 of the stitches would go towards the other one. And do you see how we're just slip stitching it all the way through? And then we have 1 more right here that we need to work through. And I would go through both of them. I should have done that in the other one, but I would go through both of them instead of just the back loop only. And now I'm going to chain 1. I love that this little thing has tight little stitches. And I'm going to leave a longish, not too long, tail, and we're going to weave that in, okay? All right, so now we have a flap, and look how cute it looks. Oh, adorable. This will be folded in this way. This will be folded in here when we put our straps in, and it'll be a nice little backpack, okay? Let's weave this in, people. Okay, got it. Hold that, mister. Let's close this up. Okay, this one is already woven in while I was stitching, so I'm just going to cut that one off. Alrighty. So now we have the flap. Here's the bottom, and here's this part right here. Now we're going to make the straps. We need a strap that comes here, and we need the strap that cinches this. Okay, now for the little strap here, we're going to chain 45 chains, okay? Chain 45. Leave a longish tail. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 37, 38, 39, 40. 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. And I always like to pull it to end it. Make sure it's not going to come unraveled. Okay, we're going to set that to the side. Now we're going to work on our little back straps here. Okay? Let me check to see. We're going to chain 35. Leave a little tail here. Might use that. So make sure you do it loose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Okay. Now, we're going to work going back into those little bumpies in the back, okay? So, we're going to go into this first one. And this is why we work it. Oh, yeah, not working out for me. There it is, see? We work kind of loosely so it's not so tight and make it easier on ourselves, you know? And I'm not going to do a count. You should have 34, but I'm not going to count. It really doesn't matter if you're off one or not because it's just a strap. But if you want perfection, you're a perfectionist, it should be 34 stitches you should have in here. And remember, if you can't see those little bumps and it's stretched out, kind of just loosen it up like this and you'll see them pop up. Just a little trick I found because I hate looking for those bumps. And I figured that when I squashed it up, it would pop them right up, and it did. And I'm like, yay, Angie, use that brain power. Okay, where's our next stitch? Right here. Okay, here we come up towards the end. And I'm still working the back bumps. Kind of a little tedious, but well worth it. You'll see it in a minute. Much better than just working into the chains because it gives you a nice finish. And when you work into the chains, it just doesn't look so nice. It works. Okay, and here we go on this one right here. Alrighty. Wow, there we go. I'm going to chain 1 just to finish it off. I'm going to leave a very long tail because I'm going to use that for some sewing. Okay, let me show you. Look at this. I like to stretch it and then it goes back to normal. Alrighty. Look at this. There's a nice edge here. And when you flip it here, there it is. Okay, looks so pretty. Now, what we're going to do is take our backpack, and let's go ahead and add it on, okay? So this side looks prettier than this side, but you decide. And I'm going to look for the corners of this backpack right here. See that? So this is a kind of corner here, and we're going to tack this down here. And then we're going to fold it over. Do not twist it or anything, and we're going to tack it down over here on this other end, okay? We'll do that first. Let me get my needle, and let's use this long one because I use it to tack both of them down, both strap ends. Alrighty, so I'm gonna make sure that I'm not going past anything there, right there. And I'm going to just anchor it, and I'm not gonna sew this other panel to it. So you stick your finger in there and make sure you didn't sew it together. Yep, did not sew it together. Leave that one out for a little bit. We're gonna use that last. We're gonna weave it in last, okay? So I'm just gonna sew it. You sew it how you want to sew it. I'm just gonna do a couple of passes back and forth. Bring it back in. And that should have it nice and secure. Now I'm gonna weave in my needle all the way through. Don't worry, that's not where we're gonna end. We're going to put our thread where we want it, right here. We're gonna work our yarn down here. Okay. That's pretty good. Now, let's look at this. You're gonna fold it this way and make sure it looks like that, flat, okay? And we're gonna sew it right above this line here. Gonna attach it. Just like I did, just like a stitch. Bring it through. Bring it through again. And just secure it in there. And I'm going to weave it in this way. Behind the stitches. Do you see how it's attached on there? This one's attached also. Let's see. Do I want these to be a little bit more attached? Probably not. Let's just leave them like that, I think. And then I'm going to cut this one off since it's woven in. Now we're going to weave this one in, okay? Okay. And let's cut this. All right, now, it seems like we would just put it on like this and it would be great. No, that's too tight. So what we need to do is bring this down just a little bit. Bring this one down just a little bit. Okay, and that's where we're gonna want to attach them right here. You put them together and you're gonna attach them right here. And I'm going to use my needle as a little pin right now. Okay, just hold that right there. Let me get some yarn. This is not yarn. This will work. This is a piece. Don't want to waste things, so let's use this one. Alrighty, while it's pinned like that, I'm going to go ahead and put my yarn through there. That doesn't work. There we go. Okay. Now I'm going to bring it through and we're going to leave a tail here. Okay. So we want these to be together. All right. And we're going to just sew them back and forth. And however you want to sew them together, you just secure this strap here. my birds. They're happy. They're eating their carrots. Okay. I'll secure both of these together. Let's see. I like to make it look really nice, so let's see. Don't want to just make stitches everywhere, but I do want it to be secure. Okay. All right. And then this one maybe here. Okay. Now, do you see this here? I'm going to bring it to the back because, you know, I'm going to use it for something else too, which I should have done these straps last, but that's okay. See how you can stick your fingers in there? So somebody can wear this, your doll, or it just looks more realistic. Ah, ha, ha, realistic. Okay. So I'm going to take my needle off for now, but you leave that strap there, okay? This is what we're going to do. We're going to attach this little strap here, and I left this here so we could secure it in the back, but you open it up, and you can open it up like this, and this is how you cinch the bag. Okay, you cinch the bag closed like that. Alrighty, let's put that back to the side. So to do this, we want it, let's see, we want to fold our bag, okay? This is where we want to fold our bag. Now we know that we want the strap to come through here. Let's pull it through right here. This is just something you're going to have to eyeball. You're going to pull your string through here, okay? That's why we have these strings to help us. And then you're going to find the part that folds in like this, and you're going to just catch, you're going to catch one of these loops, one of these posts, and you're going to bring that through it, okay? Try to go through posts and stuff because that'll make it easier. And go ahead and let's pull it through because it's kind of hard to pull through. Okay, I'm going to leave about that long. Now, it doesn't matter because we can readjust it, and we're going to pull this here to the back, and we're going to do the same thing here, okay? We're going to find this little post right here in the side. Right here, anywhere in between the stitches and here. And we're going to, we're going to pull the little string through. The string is the one that's helping us. And we're going to pull that through, okay? I think I'm going to redo this one because I think I want it a little lower. Not on that top, but like right here. Can y'all see that? Right here. Okay. And just pull this single yarn strand through. And look, it sounds like it's a little more difficult than it actually is. Come on. Uh-oh. Why doesn't it want to go through? Why doesn't it want to go through? Okay, there it is. Just was hung up on something. Alrighty. Don't pull it too tight right now. And then we know that it comes through here. Okay? Let's grab that. That's my bracelet making noises again. Saying Merry Christmas. Okay, now we have the straps. And let's make them level, okay? Because we're going to secure it and it's not going to be able to come off after we secure it. Alrighty. We're going to, okay, are they both closed up? Are they the same length? Okay, good. Now we're going to use our needle here again, and we're going to use that one, grab that one strand of yarn that we brought to the front that we used to close this off, and we're going to capture the string that we just threaded through, and we're going to bring it to the back. Okay? And that's all you need. We're just securing it there. You see that? Securing it. So it doesn't move anymore. Okay? And it's not going to come out. And then we're going to do a couple more stitches here to secure this. Just make it as neat as possible. Bring it through there. Bring it back up to the front. And one more time. One more time. Okay, and when I'm gonna bring it up to the inside of the bag. Okay, we're gonna ignore this one for a bit. We'll weave that one in a bit. So here's a time to use this thread for anything you might need. It looks like I didn't stitch it well enough here, but I'm gonna leave it, you know, but if you wanted to do any kind of adjustments, you can use this yarn right now while you're weaving it in, okay, to make any kind of, like, if you didn't sew this panel down well enough. Let's see, we're gonna go back this way. All the way. There we go. Don't fight with it. Cut that off. And now we're going to cut this one off. We don't have to weave that in because it's really secured in there. Okay, now we have this back straps on here. See that? So adorable. That gives it the backpack vibe. Okay. Now, here we go. We're going to put little beads on here as we did here. Oh, you know what? I forgot something else. I forgot this little strap right here that I just crocheted onto there. And that way you could just bring your straps through here and it'll hold it down. All right, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to go into one of the posts and we're going to crochet. We're gonna fasten on, okay? And I have this tail, I'm gonna use that with my chain. I'm gonna chain 1, I think I chained 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. And do you see how it makes it thick? Because I use that long tail right there. 5, and then I'm going to hook it over here. Anywhere that I think that is going to look symmetrical. And I'm going to single crochet through there. Pull that tail a little bit. And I'm going to chain 1, and I'm going to leave a tail so I can weave it in. I'm going to weave in these 2 ends here, okay? Let's do that now. Let's get this over with, people. Just weave it in, and then one time going up. I mean, this is not really going to be used for as a person, you know, using a backpack, but you still want it to not come undone. And this one is, I'm going to work that one in also. I'm going to work it going down somewhere in here. Yep. And then I'm going to put it in the needle. Work it through. Yahoo! Yahoo! And cut it. Yay. Alrighty. Now, the last little thing, other than if you want to make a little design on here, which I might in a minute. We choose our beads. What color beads do we want? If we have, I like the blue one and another blue one, or do we like the green or do we like the orange? I think I'm going with the green. I did that one with this one too, and I really like the combo. But one of them is a heart. Okay, this one is a star. Oh, there's a lot I like. That's weird. Let's find some. Do we want 2 stars? Where's the hearts? I'd like a blue heart or a green heart. Let's find a green heart, just like the other one. Yeah, I like those 2. Alrighty, you stand right there. But this is what we're going to do. Hold on to that, mister. We're gonna get our tiny one, because our tiny one, our tiny hook, the 2mm, fits through the hole. So whatever fits through the hole for you, the hole of the bead, I'm going to grab this end here and pull it through. Okay? Isn't that just adorable? Okay. And we're going to pull it through the hole. Is it going to go through? It will. And we're going to work it there up a little higher so we can have room to work. And we're going to make a knot. And this is how I like to make the knots at the ends. Okay, I want this tail to be exposed right there. Oops, not that far down. Okay. Okay, and then I just cut this end right here. If I can grab the scissors right there. And I bring this all the way down, and there it is. Do the same thing for this one. Oh no, I forgot. I used this because the needle was way too big for it. If you have a needle where the eye fits in there, that would be great, but I don't. Not with me, at least. Alrighty. Okay, I'm going to make a knot here also. Oh man, I wish I wouldn't have made that knot that far back, but I did, and that's the way it is, okay? And so I think I'm gonna cut this like this, and it's gonna leave a little fringe, you know? It's knotted enough. Yay! Let's do the same thing for this one. Alrighty, now we have that. Now we have a bag that you can open up. You can make these straps longer if you want. I prefer them just like this. And then I don't tie a knot or anything. I just tie once. Get these two little, oh, you hear my birds. Put these through that little loop. And it's like a little closure for you. Isn't that adorable? So look at that. It's done. You can embellish this if you wanted to put more stars in here. You wanted to make a little embroidery heart right here. That would be wonderful. But I'm going to leave it as is. I'll make more. But isn't that cute? Put a chain through here. I forgot to mention, before you secured these two edges here, you could have slid a keychain through here. Or you can add it afterwards. That's no big deal. If you want to use it for that. If not, if you're using it for one of your dolls, that is so adorable. I hope you go and make one. So adorable. All right.